Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night and it's time for Albion TV, bringing you Crystal League action live. We've got a bunch of high-end matches. We've got 5, 6, 7 back to back to back. The teams are here. All the familiar faces are out in their gear, Shozen. They're all ready to throw down. I see Bob Freeze. Okay, it must be Stupid Beast right now then that's tanking. Or no, or Kraken
Nope,
either.
Stupid Beast is a crossbow.
It's Kraken and he's hiding his gear till he gets up there then. He's worried about energy though. He's playing the Limhurst Cape. There we go. It's a quarterstaff. It's a quarterstaff Judy Demon Helm. So it's the isolate, you know, the lockdown and silence and Gib with that carving sword. Very, very brutal. Against Noob Slayer, Rawbit, Aramstrons, Ravidex, and Chicken though. So definitely a good team. They're up against, oh, I liked it from Kraken. He faked out the first one, trying to get a defensive reaction from Aram, but Aram didn't panic. Now Take Cake, building the stacks, but Ravid pops the mage armor. Instant counter to the bow, and this time the Scoia'tael team is going to have to peel back as Stupid Beast is low. Little Healer gets the reset out, but doesn't really stabilize his team, and now with no big heals, I think he has the sacrifice available, but it's not going to be enough as Take Cake is going to go down, and onwards goes the Noob Slayer Surge.
Stupid Beast is already going down as well. Not what you want to see in your very first engagement.
I mean, this is
players like that.
This is the Tenacity Jacket Broadsword, right? So if you remember the Plate Taunt Broadsword back in the day, amped your damage but lowered your resistances, right?
Yep.
Tenacity is even worse, right? It amps your damages and your resistances. It's a full buff. Obviously, you're in leather base, so your damage is higher by default, but you don't have that tankiness of plate.
Take a few more DPS every time you get whacked.
A Tenacity Broadsword is tanky as anyway, because the Mighty Swing, or the Mighty Blow, obviously comes with resistances built in. A very nice build with Tenacity, but you do have to make sure you go on a physical target so that you get physical buff. That's the only thing you need to quickly... If you're on a cloth caster, you need to go on somebody else. Ravid. Oh, there comes the sacrifice on Ravid. This time the Scoia'tael dive working a little bit better. They've got the pressure, but they don't have a kill and they don't have the caps. Ravid's Martlock goes into overdrive there. Now Rollbit gets isolated from his team. More like he goes out. He pops the resist. The reset comes down from Little Healer. Auto onto Rollbit. Will it be enough? The curse stacks. Take Cake going to get credit for that as Kraken and the boys going to push forward. They want Chicken. Chicken getting out of there. Reset goes down. 2 stacks. He gets done with the separator. There goes the curse stacks. It's single target grudge curse right now onto Chicken. The auto fire, he's got nothing left in the tank, but Kraken doesn't want to commit to it. They look for Aramstrons around the outside as Ravid just sits there, auto attacking with stacks. Yeah,
I don't know if this was the best.
And now Stupid is going deep under the tower looking for kills. The respawns are so quick, and the reset came down, but it was too late. And Scoia didn't get a cap off the back of that. Nope. Really, really good kill, but really bad greed in pushing for more.
Right. We were talking. Well, I was saying I don't know if Ravid should be standing there so close to this. He's in position to get snagged and owned, but he ended up turning that DPS into a turnaround for his own team, getting the kill off the back of it, following through to getting little health. And
Scoia are going to eat because of that overextension. Scoia lose another
20,
and 20, and they're going to lose 20 more.
They have half the points of their teammates, their opponents.
Shenanigans. The only word for it is shenanigans. I can
bad cap play.
That's going to cost them 60 points. 60 points for that instead of being 5v5 with a 3 cap. That was...
Or even just getting the 2 cap. Like
shocker.
Sending one person back, keeping the other guys up there in front to just keep a constant pressure. Don't go overkill and try to get that secured kill for your second opponent. Just get the caps. This is won by caps.
The problem is they put themselves on one more engage now. Like, they need to grab a kill here. The bow loves to play wide as well. The bow is great at just like funneling wide. Stupid Beast looking for Ravidex, gets the purge out onto him. Does actually get nearly deleted by the turn, and Stupid Beast just dies.
Done. Yeah.
Like Ravid just drilled him with the bow. Stupid Beast was in position with the Tenacity smack, and he's gone. And I mean, that's another 20. They're down to 53. They're going to be on 33 by the time they recover, if Take Cake gets out of there as well. Stalker, tear apart. And it's just, this Scoia'tael team is just, like, just falling apart here.
They're not having a good go of it, Lewpac. They're not having a good go.
No, I don't know what the crack is here, but They're going to grab a cap here. They will stem the flow potentially, but I think Aram's just going to wrap round and look for the snipe here. Is he? No, they're going to actually give up the cap. They will go on little healer. Rawbit doesn't want to overcommit. Take cake. Once again, this grudge, single target curse, a very different build to what we usually see. But it plays more like a bow. Like if you're just drilling one person, they're in a lot of trouble. They have to react. And you can purge the grudge, which shuts down a lot of his DPS. I really like the armor pierce though. I just think armor pierce is so strong. Aram's in a lot of trouble. There's the reset, but Vlad is stuck to him. There's the separator. Mortal Agony. He does try and roll the Fearless Strike. The Fearless Strike goes, but Vlad, he's like Fearless Strike away from the guy he's trying to kill. Oh, Noob Slayer! That swap was so clutch. He pulled the sword off of the DPS. Now Chicken's running intercept with the Purity Robe, and they're gonna stabilize. That was just absolute top draw play from Chicken and Noob Slayer there to save their boy. It ends up costing Chicken his life, but Ravid and Aram, they pulled back and they just laid off the DPS. They created space and they have no healer now, so even a trade won't be that much. Rawbit gonna take a lot of damage. He stands his ground, gets the mighty blow off, which does give him some resistances. Area of Decay goes down, but finally the Scoia'tael guys realizing that it's probably a good idea to cap when you win a fight. I mean,
yeah, it might be about time to get one.
They've got caps, but look at this mountain they've given themselves to climb, Shozen. Like, they've won fights in this match, but they've still got 130 deficit to overcome. And they might have to fight a 4v4 here. They know they're capping. And honestly, like Black Order Elevate Mix team with Native, they have enough points in the bank. They could have rushed 5v4 high ground there. Like, I would have actually considered eating the 20 and rushing them there. Because you have so many points, you just dive the healer at that point. Now, early exchanges, Rawbit going to get stunned. Judy goes down. Kraken looking for more. Aram gets rooted. Does have the mage armor up, though, so he's going to be okay for now. Take Cake gets purged. Little healer drops the reset. Take Cake in a lot of trouble now. I think the sack was used as well, so no big heals available for the Scoia'tael team for the time being. There's Little Healer's Breeze, and he's being driven back. He's just left his team to chill. Kraken needs the... It's a double healer dive situation. Chicken's in a lot of trouble here. Good Fatal Blade, though. Stupid Beast is going to die. He didn't have the damage to finish Chicken. And, you know, unlike the other end, Noob Slayer's peeling for his healer. Like, keeping him alive there. And they've got to turn around.
Yeah.
Rawbit's going to die. This is going to turn into a 3 or worse. And this is just over, I think.
Well, we have another good match currently going on between... I know we said we weren't going to cover this one right away.
Hang on, Little Healer got the reset, so it's still go now.
Still going? All right.
The Krakenese Scoia'tael team does still have the 2 cap, and they are surviving. Little Healer's Purity will keep him out of trouble. Ravid not pushing too deep, only hitting Vlad, who's reasonably tanky, gets purged by Take Cake. Good mage armor from him. Now it's back to a 5v5, pretty much. So.
Oh, Craig and me missed that reset.
Rawbit's back in the fight. Noob Slayer. This is the thing. Even a tank has to respect Grudge Curse, like with single target. You just take so much damage from it. And if you can find a Clothy, they need a mage armor. They need a purge on it ASAP. There's another reset from Little Healer, but Noob Slayer's stacks expired. The downside of the single target curse is it's harder to keep stacks on everyone, but Aram, there's the combo. And the Kraken crew.
And Rorbits has got to get out of here quick because he's taking too many hits. He's got full stacks on him, and he doesn't want to stick around for any kind of fight. Now it's the time to back off.
Good swap from Noob Slayer. Good swap from Noob Slayer. There's the bop. But do you see that? The resistance potion there prevented him from being bopped all the way. Unfortunately, no matter how far he got bopped. Oh, quick thinking from Kraken there. I like that. Got pushed into the tent, immediately went the other way. Rorbit and Noob Slayer won't be able to kill him here, I don't think. They might with...
They might.
Chicken's a healer. I mean, if you're Kraken, you just cartwheel through that and just chill. There's the swap.
What's he doing?
He's got no more control. They're going to need a Graveguard, though. There it is. Bam, reset, and now it's time to turn on them.
Triple cap. They got that triple cap, even though they had Kraken.
And they're going to turn now. Like Noob Slayer just committed his whole arsenal to that. He used his Fatal Blade, used his knock, used his swap. And he's starting to run out of energy as well. Kraken is low on energy. He does have a Limhurst. In fact, both tanks running a Limhurst. So Noob Slayer, look at Noob Slayer's energy though. He's desperate for his Limhurst right now. Fatal. Oh, Fearless Strike from Vlad. Completely whiffed there. They might get Aram again, though. There's the isolate. Oh, no! The sacrifice was in the air as well. Chicken used his sacrifice. It was mid-air. Aram still died. So he didn't get the sacrifice, and it went on cooldown. These guys are going back. Rawbit pops his resist. Chicken using the purity. It's the mortal agony. There's the grudge play. Rawbit's gone. Yeah, and this is going to be another 20, and this fight has suddenly got very, very close. Wow. Shozen, we chose the right one.
We all chose the right one. They did a great job. They voted the right way. And I also have a really good fallback for us right now. So this G-List versus Cargera match is everything that it was billed to be. Okay. Very close.
The cool thing is as well, though, right? These guys aren't short on 6 and 7s either. Like the best teams, even if they lose in the 5s, they've still got tokens to go through. Because of the way the levels work, for you guys in chat that don't know, basically there's more of the lower levels than there is of the higher levels. There's always like at least double the matches, really. So generally, the best teams will have multiple tokens. So even if they lose on the day, they can usually play the next round anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Auto fire onto him. He's got that well prepared. There's the pierce, sweeping bolt, huge damage. He gets. Oh, little healer gets deleted. The tenacity jacket play there, and this is going to be GG. Then stupid beast goes down. It's going to be a 20 actually. It still is going to be a 20, but take cake. If he dies, the restart time for these boys is going to be long. They're only on 30, so there's take cake. Kraken could have interrupted. It wouldn't really have helped him. There's like the interrupts here are not going to do anything because there's 47 seconds on this rotation. In fact, I really hope he doesn't die for it. Noob Slayer, it looks like he wants it. No. Stupid Beast has no gear. Stupid Beast has died 5 times. He has no chance.
It's 24 to 28.
He found a Scholar's Cowl. He found a Scholar's Cowl, but that's not going to be enough.
Oh, no.
So it's going to have to be a debate play on the right-hand side and hope that they don't spot the back cap. He's going to take the scenic route. I see 5 on screen. He probably can back cap here. Once they call the 5, he's going to maneuver onto the cap and expect to see it going. But Ravid's chilling. He knows. Okay, the cap's going. Ravid has disappeared. He's going to stop the cap. The timing was good, but the problem is Ravid can now kill him because I don't think he even has boots or a horse. And if he dies and the cap goes back, they just lose. Like, there you go. There's the kill, and it's over. Scoia'tael going to be dropped out of this one.
Head over to Verfa right now. We've got a very good match between Black Order and Black Order.
Except for, I don't know, Derek and Boda have not taken the money.
Oh, they're taking the money. They're taking the money. Don't worry about it.
But not the GVG money.
No.
Cargera wants the GVG money, though.
He needs the GVG money. It's been too long since he's gotten a big payday.
I mean, assuming, right, I'm just going to throw out there's been 22 kills in this match. Assuming Black Order's also providing the gear, they're paying a lot of money per point here. Assuming they're paying for the gear as well as paying per point, this match is very, very expensive.
Not the way.
To the point that I'd be like, if I was Black Order, I'd be like, right, do 1 engage and then that team gets to win. Like, but they don't care. They don't care. You know, Shiro is what we just call in Britain an absolute madman. And G-List, you know, this is a team or a similar team lineup that came runners-up in the off-season. And this Glist Shelby team looking to shut them out. Cargera on his one-handed mace leering build. This is a build I've really wanted to see in action, but Derek, oh my goodness, the Derek deletion. Gonna pull back, look for the reset. Glist, oh, Cargera gets a nice 4-man route, but there was no area of decay. The pizza cutters on Boda getting a good clap off onto TNT, but they just don't quite have it in the tank to finish up here. It's only going to be a 10, and Derek will be coming back up. Oh, the reset on Shekri. He's very aggressive there. They nearly got the cancel. Grafis is going to die, though, I'm pretty sure. There's the deadly shot. One more bow. Whoa, one more arrow will do it, but another deadly shot will deal with him. So Derek's now back in the fight. Unfortunately for them, Grafis is now dead. Boda with a nice 4-man chain. Stalker jacket as well. The pizza cutters, do not disrespect the pizza cutters. They will delete you. And Glist could get sliced open like a pepperoni right now. But Boda switches to the healer. Saw the Graveguard go out. Cargera can't get near him right now. Just has to chill. There's a 2-man route. Cargera using defensive slam as well. Like, it's interesting. Oh, Derek.
Come on, guy. Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
Oh,
That's it.
No one
That's
likes to
it.
see that happen. That's 20 mil in the gold bank. Boda dies, it's all over. I mean, it's all over anyway. There's 1 point going to be left.
China?
I know. I said that when we were looking at the teams. I was like, because he related to Champion of Brazil. Maybe I need a new ult called Champion of Britain. Who knows? But there we go. 1 point remaining.
Oh, this is a comeback over here. Yeah, if we if as soon as this one's over. Oh, never mind. Somebody died. No
Where we
comeback
going? Champion
happening.
of China?
No, it's over.
Oh.
It was a 3 versus 36.
I want to know who
and
this is, though.
They had the caps.
Is this like a super new account? Let me see.
Check it out.
Oh, well, I'm gonna. That's what I'm doing, mate.
Do it. Don't tell
Yeah,
me
this is like a really new account. This is an ult. It's in a 1-man guild called Opai Chigu. This is a GVG ult for someone. Want to say Eric, or is Eric playing?
Eric were?
No, we were just discussing Champion of China. Goof's geared with his customary 8-3 Thetford cape.
Champion of Brazil is not online.
So maybe Eric's doing a little bit of moonlighting in GVG's show of last week's meta, I would say, by comparison. But a good setup nonetheless. I'm really looking forward to this match, man. I love watching Bob. Sugiro is a ringer from Elevate, formerly of every guild the game has ever seen. He's one of those sort of guys, but a decent bow player. Bow crossbow though, I really don't like not having the curse, and it's a very new tidal team of mercs who are actually playing the bot cap. Both teams playing the bot cap, and it's Geas on an arcane tank. Interestingly, so we'll see how this works out.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I mean, I don't hate it, but it really lacks the control. Like, it does let their pizza cutters, their bridled fury daggers, play super aggressive. Luke gets a shield there, but a tank running around spending most of his time spamming shields is just a bit weird. He's able to purge a lot, which is good, and it does make sense against the bow. Definitely has its advantages. I like 2-Tan Kamoon as well, because of the prevalence of quarterstaffs. 2-Tan Kamoon is running the explosive bolt instead of auto fire, which a lot of crossbows are now gravitating towards, and it makes a ton of sense. However, he's probably run into the one arcane tank currently running GVGs, and this time 2-Tan's in a lot of trouble. The friendly Judy goes down, and the Sun team did manage to grab the high ground. Luke pops his mage armor as the bow zones in on him, and they can actually interrupt using the arcane. Like the E will work as interrupt. Instant purge on the purity. Now 2-Tan's just going to die for it. That was really good, and the arcane tank is gathering a lot of momentum here because he's able to constantly prevent the bow from playing. I think he's running Frazzle as well. I'm not sure which W he's running actually. We'll have to find out. I mean, Mimic, I liked the idea of Mimic, right, when I first heard about it.
Right.
But it's super clunky to use. It's a really awkward skill, and I don't rate it at all, unfortunately.
Too hard to use.
The fact that you only get one use of the skill you steal,
yeah.
and then it drops, is kind of weird. Like, in my opinion, it should have 2 abilities, right? One is the skill you steal until you don't want it anymore, and 2 is mimic something new. That would make it a good skill.
Like, you'd have to have an additional button.
Yeah, you would have Alt W and W. Like,
but do we even have that ability?
Well, maybe it's time. New mechanics. What's wrong with new mechanics? Bob went for the interrupt with the bow. Oh, the bow shred, the purity 1 million. Purity 1 million! And he's down. He is down. This
It
is
was
going to
nice
be
to
his
see
whole
you here,
team's
Bob.
just chilling now at the
Yeah, they're
tent,
done.
waiting for the return of their leader, Bobby Bob.
That's going to be a 20 tick in the favor of the red team.
So it's in, yeah. So as you see here, we got Tidal. Tidal have been buying teams as well, right?
Really? Is everybody buying teams now?
Yeah, but
is that just the way?
But if you were going to be bought, you would just go to Black Order, surely, unless they pay better.
I think.
I guess it's easier
full.
now because you would go to Black Order initially because you would get the end of season reward. Whereas now it doesn't. If you've missed it, it doesn't matter. You might as well go to whoever will take you. Sugiro playing wide actually. Luke looking for something, but hopefully, yeah. Tutan now because they're playing an arcane tank. Tutan's actually swapped to auto fire. His physical damage though is awful against that Scholar's Cow, and Sokata has just got deleted there. The pizza cutters are so strong on Clothies. They just absolutely give them. Tutan's actually mounted, and is he gonna run north? No. He was thinking about running for the back cap here, but he actually changed his mind, which I understand. They saw where he was going. He was like, this isn't a situation where I'm going to get away with this. Right now, Bob and the boys are being put against it, really.
Yeah, they're having a very hard time this match getting anything going in their favor. They've gotten 12 points, but that's it.
Yeah, they had that early 2-cap, but now they're just not finding the kills, and the constant purge on the bow is a lot of the problem. Bob's doing a good job of controlling the backline, but if they don't purge this Scholar's Cow, the problem is the bow and the crossbow, like, they can't punch through this Scholar's Cow. If they're going to target the daggers, they have to be willing to commit a Valor to the Scholars, because he will just outlast it, and it will give him full energy. There's the Bridal Fury swipe, and they take a lot of damage now. Bob has to swap himself out because of the pressure. Niffler going in deep with that Claymore, but he's taking the pressure. Chain Slash goes through. No Bridal Fury available. They swap GS in, but these constant shields once again. It's just that little bit extra that you can't punch through with your standard combo. And I think this build has come about because of these dives.
That would make sense.
Like, if he can run Arcane Cleanse or whatever, if a Quarterstaff keeps running in on his Clothies, Bob and Tutan in a lot of trouble. Niffler nearly gets the counter onto Electro there. Probably now needs to be careful, but once again, his Scholar's Cow is just soaking so much damage. Sugiro shoots his bow into a Mage Armor, gets purged immediately. Bob needs to respect here. Bob needs to respect that crossbow bow combo. Probably trying to finish him. He needs to actually... He should focus this dagger now. He's gone super near 10. There's the charge. Bob's got... Oh, forceful swing from Bob onto Scoliosis. This is a good choice, actually. Stops a lot of the autoing. And it actually might stop the autoing of the Arcane. If the Arcane is running the Silence passive, stopping him autoing is actually quite handy. But it's just a 3-cap bleed right now. They're going to rotate. Tutan will go quick on the mount. The rest of them will need a reset. This actually might be an opportunity to grab this 2-cap, but they just don't seem to be coming anywhere near a kill. It's not really a high kill match. There's only been 3 kills in the entire thing. Oh, GS. They managed to get him shut down before he gets there. Bob is still on the Fiend's Cow. I believe he's running the Purge right now. Not the bot, because he does want to shut down this bow. He wants to, like, forceful swing him and then purge him when he comes back online. And look at that. Electro running interception there. Really good play. Mortal Agony goes through. But the shield comes out once again onto these daggers. And it's a very grindy comp. It's a very value comp, but it is working right now. Scoliosis gets shut down by the forceful. GS takes a lot of pressure, but he can spam those shields on himself. He runs in, gets the silence off on all of them. And this is the first Arcane tank we've seen in a while. Electro, oh, he's forced there to pop the Purity and the reset. Now Bob getting drilled, auto fire. This could be Bob. Oh, the reset was down, but it was too late. This one will go to a 3-cap and is more than likely done and dusted, because it will go 30, 20, down to 10 points, and then they can just hold high ground and win. So I think if you want another one, now is the time. I want to see what Marvin's up to.
It's over.
Has he won?
No.
Yeah, Marvin's team's winning, but they're actually being driven back now.
Sorry, they're winning. They'd almost taken this one over. Zerfax is in a match right now as well. The champion of Brazil has led his team to victory already. That's the one that is actually over. My bad.
Look at Marvin's team, by the way. They're all in 8-3.
That's ridiculous.
They are like a tier above. Like Bunny team is 12.99 IP, right? Marvin's got players at 14.58 on an IP cap.
Oh, they are getting pushed back over here. I've been watching this one for most of the day, and they were most of
yeah, they were there. Marvin's team was
they
dominating. It looks like on points, but
crushing it.
it's going to be pretty expensive though. If anyone on Marvin's team does end up dying here,
Bunny team's about to go.
oh, Suriel with the
Yeah, that's
assassination.
it.
That was nice. Marvin needs to respect though. He does have max curse stacks. Fatnex and keep them going. Oh, they just dropped as well. And Nerg's not going to be able to find this either. Mosif's going to push on. They're going to want more. It's 5-0 right now. Oh, that's a good chain slash, actually. Suriel has the ghost strike to safety. The interrupt.
Nothing close.
Itchy didn't get his reset off there. It looks like the hots are going to be enough. Marvin looking for Fatnex. There goes the reset. Oh, this is a really bad spot. The Pierce comes out and the jungle zoned out team is in tatters right now. And every single one of these guys is in Gucci gear, by the way. And they just lost their healer. That is like, you know, they're flexing it. They're flexing this gear, but you see how fast they go to 10 here. Mosif's gone as well. That's another juicy 8-3 set. And
that's painful. That's gonna pay for somebody's crystal for the day.
And because it's been 10 minutes, these boys have probably got time to go bank it. And you probably would, wouldn't you? You loot the 8-3, you probably bank it. And instantly, by the way, they switch to 6-2 and flat 8. Do you know what I mean? I'm a flex to 8-3, but if I die, I'm immediately downgrading by 3 tiers. Says it all, boys. Here we go. Marvin's looking for something, though. Liet gets the cleanse. He's got that Fort Sterling, actually, for the stun run. Bunny team. Is Bunny team running Firewall? If not, why not? Because Bunny team could die again. He does have the Scholars. There's the auto fire, the combo. They need to stabilize. Bunny team runs to his healer, gets the sacrifice. It's a bit of a brawl right now. Fatnex, Liet was trying to protect, and Mosif's in a lot of trouble. Mosif's going to die here, 100%. They might look for a trade, but if the Elevate team can stabilize, there's the... Oh, Fatnex lost his stacks just as it went off. Fatnex is in trouble. If the daggers can connect, Suriel misses, but he still has the ghost strike. Missed the deadly. I wonder what W Bunny team is running, actually. I'm very interested in that. It's a 4v4 right now, but it's also a 3 cap for the Elevate/Nergigante team. He's not running the Ignite, like the Execute. Let me have a look. Because this is confusing, because I'm not seeing artillery. Yeah, he's running Ignite. So if you hit someone who's low, you get a bunch of movement. Marvin, they get Bunny team in the end. He goes down. I mean, Firewall will be so good right now against this front line. So good. Liet's going to die. And I think this is done and dusted now because they're going to grab one more kill potentially onto Norwegian. That's going to put them below 20. They will turn it into a 3 cap. And because this match has gone 12 minutes, the respawns will be slow and that'll be GG. However, those guys possibly got out of there with some nice 8-3 gear.
You kind of hope so. All right. Yeah, the last matches are already ending. Although, in an interesting turn... Oh, no, that's not the way. With 1 point left. Point left, they went and took the 3 cap. Kicking Machines team down 1-126, decided to take the 3 cap.
Oh, so they have to press it now.
Yeah, and they're not.
They have to. Right, so they
Okay,
get the
now they're
5v5.
coming down. They're coming
so
down.
So now
a little
they cannot get back capped. They cannot die. Sipunka is the tank. I mean,
Yeah,
this is the definition of an uphill battle. Did they have to take? They actually had to take the 3. I think they would have run out of time if they didn't.
No, maybe yeah. It is very late. Yes, we haven't seen one go all the way 25 minutes.
They cannot lose a single player right now. Okay, if they do, they lose. They cannot get back capped. If they lose a single cap, they lose.
They lose.
They have to play a perfect game right now. The Eggs boys, they cannot make a mistake. which is a big ask. And you've got Zerfax, Tamishi, Nick. You got some names on this team. I think they've got an uphill battle for sure. But they're playing hard on this choke. Unwire is a good healer I know of. ANCQ. Oh, swapped out the reset.
Wouldn't you just send somebody for the back cap on this?
Yeah. You would just force the back cap everywhere. Like, but it's not going to matter. Unwire's
constantly
dead.
trying
Unwire's
to go
dead,
for the back cap. Yeah, there we go. All right. And
that they got the Fiend Sandals off on his reset, and that was all she wrote. So, ladies and gentlemen, here on Albion TV, we've got the level 7s coming up.
Those are exciting.
We've got 8-2 again. 8-2 Black Monk, 6-3 Masterpiece, Judicator armor worth 3 million on its own, a Fiend's Cowl worth 1 million. These guys are not messing around, and a T8 bag for all of that loot. Swift Claws, 7-1. No expenses are being spared in these GVGs. I do love it. Like last season, it wasn't until level 8 that we saw people go really crazy. So it's the it's the Arcane Tank crew. Here we go. The Luke High Power Arcane Tank crew versus Noob Slayer and the gang. It's another Tenacity Sword. We saw this Tenacity Sword on Rawbit kicking butt earlier, but it's a bow. And bow is the ideal matchup for this Arcane Tank. And he just runs forward, spamming shields, making it really awkward to get the kill pressure out. Luckily, they're not playing... Again, this is twice in a row this Arcane Tank didn't run into the clap build, the quarterstaff that it's designed to shut down really nicely. Noobslayer has been zoned out from his team. Electro in a bit of trouble there. Nice Fatal Blade on the choke, creating some space. Rawbit gets driven back. They're going to have to wait till Chicken's reset. There's a Purge again. So he's got Fiend's Cowl Purge, and he's got the Arcane Purge on his E from the Arcane Orb. There's no Purge ability on the W anymore. But this bow just can't play.
Nope,
he has to... At this point, he almost has to play Ray of Light just to get some DPS. And if the bow isn't playing, their kill pressure's awful.
That was quite the save on Roarbit right there. He needed that. That was close.
Silence on 3. The reset's coming, though. They just need to chill. I think he was trying to bait out another silence play. Electro's going for the 2 cap. There's the reset. And again, Potomny, if they don't stop that Scholars, he's in trouble. Scoliosis finds our
arm went down in the back.
Noob Slayer's like, I'm just going to cheekily cap mid in front of you. They even see it? Yeah, they see it. Is he going to try? Is he going to try for top as well, just for the banter? Nah. Scoliosis is chasing him. He's like, all right. I was just messing. It was a social experiment.
DC Cashman GG donated 29,000 points to that boat.
Ravids, by the way, Ravids needs to switch up this bow build. Like, it's not going to work for him otherwise. I'm going to quickly check and see if he switched to Ray of Light or anything. Because, like, he's already getting purged on the quiver. Having his explosive arrows purged as well is just going to be annoying for him. Rawbit grabs the cap. Yeah, the Tenacity Jacket Broadsword, I do like it, but again, he's reliant on people going low so he can finish them off. And the shield just prevents that. And also, it's a very... Wow, GS just... He nearly got insta-gib there. The sacrifice came out. Aram's going to get purged, but this time the bow didn't get purged. Luke pops the mage armor. Really good reactions from him there. But Noobslayer and his boys have a bit of momentum here. That was really nice. Like, the one thing about this Arcane Tank is it doesn't have escapes like a normal tank would. Tomley's in trouble. They might turn onto Rawbit. Electro going to get zoned, and no, Rawbit gets turned on. They're going to take him out. I don't know what Noobslayer was doing there. He kind of rushed the healer and ignored the fight, and he ignored his teammate that needed peeling. Not what you expect from the Season 9 champs, mate.
No, I mean...
Aram's gone as well.
I can't.
You should probably explain that joke, by the way.
So, yeah, I guess I will. So, I did an interview with Noob Slayer back in the day before Season 9 finished up. And at the time, Noob Slayer and his team were doing very well. Native was doing well overall. and he declared that he was basically just getting ready for the off-season tournament. They were going to win it. There wasn't any doubt in his mind they were going to win it. His team was simply the best, and there was no chance of anybody really pressuring them so far from what he had seen. From that point on, I don't think they won another Crystal League match above Tier 4.
Yeah, fair enough. That's like the kiss of death from the interview. It's like the curse of the guild spotlight, isn't it? We had like three guilds in a row disband soon after their guild spotlight. But yeah, he talked the talk, but they didn't walk the walk. They did get some unlucky matchups as well. He's going again. They're going for the GS play here. He's got 3 stacks and no purge available. And those little arcane shields, they're like an extra 1k.
Saying that Noob Slayer 79 was arrogant. Oh, I mean, that's a pot calling a kettle black.
Declaring that you're there to win.
Well, I don't know if you've heard the Goof interview.
Yeah, but they won.
Yeah, they did. Oh,
there's a big difference.
Yeah,
there's a big difference between going on and winning. The more agony goes through on GS, he does have the shields, but look at the montage plays there from the Purity. Another sacrifice though, and this is the problem. There's so little pressure going out onto this Tidal team that they've just constantly got the sacrifice available. Like they're not committing anything big here. Katomni pops a resist and his scholars, no purge. There's the reset. And, whiff on the Arcane Orb. Chain Slash from Katomni. Now they might have an opening. Like, there's no Scholars, no resist on Katomni. I don't know if he's got his Martlock available as well. Pizza Cutters. He actually had to use the Pizza Cutters as a defensive there to get out. But it worked. And now Luke going to get collapsed on. There's the Quarterstaff. There's the swap. No bop available. And the pressure... Scoliosis is having the game of his life, by the way. You wait till you see his damage at the end, because there's so much going on in this fight. Scoliosis is being left to just auto fire with all his stuff going, and this is disgusting right now. Like, it's going to be a slow burner because of the nature of the arcane, but I just don't think they can get through this. Like, they need to swap to cut. Like, it needs to be crossbow curse here. The bow is useless. Like, you literally have a tank with double purge who's dedicated to shutting you down. And he can just run at you. Oh, he actually rolled there. I think he might have rolled the purge, potentially. But Ravidex, there's the Chain Slash from the Pizza Cutters. Sweeping Bolt goes into the Judy, so they survive. Now Katomni gets turned on. But he gets an Arcane Shield, which is just soaking up thousands and thousands of DPS right now. Oh! Aram and Scoliosis trade, though. Ravid goes down for Scoliosis. Both bows are gone. Now I don't know. Now I don't know what's going on, because this without Scoliosis, like free casting, this is a different fight. And there's no peel right now for Electro. All he can get is shields. Luke gets Quarterstaff. They're going to switch to Electro now. The Mortal Agony's coming up. There's the Mortal Agony. There's the Bash. And that is the Tenacity Broadsword at its best. And you can see that without Scoliosis and the insane damage he's putting out because of the space this comp creates, they just fall apart. And their healer just got run down without Scoliosis to just drill people and drive them back. That was a nice play. And suddenly, you know, maybe a glimpse. Again, if nobody's dying for 10 minutes, it just favors whoever has the caps. That's all that matters.
We've got some interesting matches going on here. Wow, ANCQ just killed Mosef, so that guy's rich.
I don't know. He died and was in a normal 8 at the end of it. Wow, they're not going to push the 3 cap here. I actually think playing in the open could be better, because less people get hit by the Arcane Orb and silenced.
Well, Marvin is wearing his 8-3 right now. So 8-3, 7-3 across the board.
Flexing, that's good.
Yeah.
GS again, they're not afraid to go on him, but he does have that
goes
arcane.
Down too.
He's on the Quarterstaff now.
There's some stuff dropping.
The Arcane Cleanse doing some work here. Like, if you get Quarterstaff, he's just going to cleanse it out. Gives you speed as well. Noob Slayer getting drilled, but he's inside Judy. Now the bow is going to town on GS once again. Rawbit can't find the angle. Katomni goes in. Rawbit's low. No Mortal Agony coming out though, because he has the Scholar's Cowl instead on this Pizza Cutter build. but the Bridal Fury does enough damage anyway. Blocked off a good, nice purity play from Electro there, protecting Scoliosis from Rawbit, but he doesn't have it now, and Scoliosis could be in trouble at the back. He's getting slapped, pops the resist. They look for Chicken. Katomni's going in, there's the breeze, there's the purity, he's waiting for the silence, and the reset comes down. And now it's back to the status quo, but of course, Noobslayer's team does have the caps this time. Scoliosis in a bit of trouble. Oh, the Separator! The Separator actually interrupted Electro there, and this is bad news for the Tidal team. They are going to have a bit of trouble here. Electro gets another breeze off, but he doesn't have a reset for a few seconds, and this time he gets
Wow,
it.
that was a really good reset and turn on this. I thought we were going to see these guys from Tidal in trouble, but the use of the Arcane just saved.
When he got knocked with the Separator, that should have been the fight. Like, they were in tatters at that point, but they didn't get a counter kill. And the caps are still against them, saying that Rawbit could be the counter kill any second. He gets swapped back in. The auto fire there is the counter kill that we talked about. Going to be a 4-man rotate.
Have to go get those caps, and they're going to be in good shape.
They could just rotate straight away, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're quite a ways into this one.
They know 2 people are capping, though. Like, so they could have at least taken that ground, created some space, because now the GS team's just going to wander wherever they want and put pressure out. I think they could have been more aggressive there, knowing that people were capping, but I think that, yeah, like, okay, so now they're going Curse Crossbow, like, but I think it's too late. Like, I think that should have been the swap after the first engage.
Right.
Because the bow is permanently purged. But this will do the good, right? This will benefit them. And then GS, he sees the swap, and he puts the Arcane away. I love it. Like, he has both in his bag. And the second you swap off of the bow, he switches too. So it's like a game of chicken with the gear. And now
he's doing good work right now.
Like, they can still win. They can still win with this, of course. But it's just being outplayed by gear. Like, it's like the old swap meta in 2v2s. You just, whatever they do, you just counter it. You've either got to not show or bring both. But I think now this will actually be a very different fight, because these guys for the last fight and a half have been used to having that arcane shield. They've got accustomed to a certain level of tankiness,
right? Which
they're not going to have now. And Scoliosis is wishing he could have got an arcane shield or two there. I mean, I actually wouldn't have minded seeing them continue.
I think you should. Keep what you're doing, yeah.
With the arcane.
Yeah, it has proven to save his teammate time and time again.
Yeah.
So
and Katomni is playing his daggers to the limit with an arcane shield. Luke's going to die as well. They're actually diving for caps here, but they're not going to be able to get another rotation, I don't think, because of the curse stacks just constantly being on there. If Electro dies, that'll be a good chance for a full reset. He's got Graveguard boots, so he's going to get away, but Rawbit with the slap, GS. Now Scoliosis is back. They need to grab caps. Like, right now, they don't have caps.
They just got a cap. They got one cap.
Okay, so somebody's off capping then. That's something.
They should be getting mid any moment now. Mid's going now.
GS might look for it, though. Oh, I don't think he's seen it. Bit of a misplay there. He might have been able to interrupt it, but he's going to pop his resist to try and get out. There's the reset. These guys, Noobslayer's team doesn't have to play this low ground because they don't even have the cap, but a choke is a choke. It doesn't matter, and they have more space to work with if they don't let them up. There's the Pierce, goes out. Swap on Scoliosis. Scoliosis gets swapped and bopped. Oh, he gets stun runned into it. He has no evasion right now. Scoliosis has to get sacked on. There's the reset. That's all of the big heals, though. And the good thing about the curse is obviously the curse keeps ticking. You use all your big heals, but if he's already got stacks, the damage is already kicking. Rawbit and Noobslayer just soaking a ton of damage now. Katomni's not able to play without this arcane. Oh, the interrupt! The interrupt from the swap on Noobslayer, that was brilliant. He stopped the nature reset. Scoliosis is in a really horrible spot. They just delete him. Absolutely savaged him there. Now Aram and Luke are going at it. Luke pops his resist, but Rawbit's there as well. He's going to need to zone out the healer. Luke's going to be in big trouble. He's popped all his defensives, and he's now got 2 people on top of him. If they can get him below the threshold, there might be a sack. There comes the sack. But again, this is a NBH situation. No big heals, and he is gone. In fact, Electro's gone. He's just like, nah, laters. Hurricane, Katomni, Deadly Swipe, Bridled Fury, Pierce. Can they finish him? I think they can. There's the refreshing.
This is
they're getting back
potentially going to be the last match. We picked another good one.
They're getting back capped right now, and they're just allowing it. Scoliosis has gear. All right, I would just go here. You just want to go get Electro. Like, he's got Graveguard boots in order to get out of the separator. But I think these guys, you know, I think that in their heads, they're still playing with an arcane. They're still playing with that extra 1,000 health of shield every few seconds. And Katomni isn't able to have the impact now because he's just being drilled every time he comes forward. Electro, he's going to Graveguard the other way. I don't know where the healer's going, and I don't know what he's playing at, but it's a bit strange. He's looking to say he doesn't want to sacrifice Katomni unless he has to.
Right.
But he hesitated.
And there it is.
He hesitated, and these guys have just fallen apart like a wet cardboard box.
They're not holding it together, that's for sure.
Like GS made the right call by swapping weapon when the bow swapped weapon, but he just hasn't played it well.
No, not as well.
Like the arcane was being played well, and the arcane was enabling a ton of dagger pressure because the dagger didn't have to keep pulling back for heals. The dagger pressure was then enabling Scoliosis to find space on the bow and just destroy the enemy team. Like, it was working. Doesn't matter that you're now, like, there's still stuff to purge. Like, you could still purge purities, you could still purge mage robes, scholars cowls, you know? It's not like the arcane becomes useless.
No, I agree. I still think they should have stayed with it. They had it, what they were doing was working, and this clearly isn't working. And they've
had to use the sacrifice in like the first 3 seconds of the fight there. Now they're going for the dive onto Chicken. He pops his purity, gets a self reset down. You never like to see it, but it was absolutely necessary there. I don't blame him for that one. And now Noob really needs to, yeah, that's a good swap. He needs to keep the enemy team clumped and just protect his healer. There's the interrupt, and now Chicken is in big trouble. They are going to find the kill, but these guys, they can't even die for it. The enemy's on 25, so they can't even suicide for it. And two deaths, late. And that's it's done. All over.
Yeah.
They mounted an awesome comeback, and then that one really good dive onto the healer, and it was all over. Pretty fun and a very interesting fight as well.
Absolutely, it was an interesting fight all around. It was a nice long fight. So good match all around. I'm pretty impressed. Unfortunately, only one team can win.
Let me just see if I can get the scores up for our other matches.
I cannot get the.
Oh, they're not there. They're not. Yeah. So we'll have to.
I can say Marvin won.
Marvin, the 8-3 Wonders won. All right, and champion of Brazil.
No, he got a free win.
Well, I mean they could.
I feel like that was a win for everybody.
Yeah, everybody else got a free pass as well because they didn't have to face them. So I guess that was a good finish to the night. That was a long old match, Shozen. And it's getting towards my bedtime, which is great. Next week have we got 8s next week? We have. Level 8s.
Oh my God.
Level 8s on a Sunday next week. Excited for that as well.
It's already level 8 time?
And you guys, my day is done, but you guys will be back in a few hours.
We've got a lot more stuff to do today.
With the live NA reset.
We also have an interview today, so.
With?
Zerfax.
Okay. Well, that'll be, what's that, available on AlbionTV later?
It'll be next week on the Daily Show. We'll have that. We're currently going to go right after here.
You're going to go do it now. Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then we're going to come back for more ZVZ action. We've got, Bogul and I have a long day today. Bogul longer than me because it's going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning before he's done today.
4.
4?
Yep.
Love it, Bogul. Well, you enjoy that, mate. I'm going to have a drink and go to bed. Hope that makes you feel better. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. We hope you've enjoyed the Crystal League action. It's some good matches today, actually. some big back and forth, some interesting meta switch ups as well. The Bridal Fury seems to be very, very popular, but the Tenacity Broadsword is not to be underestimated by any means. The GVG show will return with Shozen and Tazik on Tuesday, and then myself and Shozen with all of the action up to level 8 next Saturday and Sunday. Thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to check us out on all of the social media, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Bebo, MySpace, OnlyFans, and of course the official Albion Online YouTube. Thank you for watching, everybody. My name is Lewpac.
My name is Shozen, and I have one more thing left to do.
He's going to pull a raffle.
I'm going to pull a raffle.